7 months ago, I started this whole journey. Actually, 9 months ago, I stopped thinking of and dreaming. Of course, I dreamt of the person I wanted to become. So I was like, I only had two options. Either I could continue dreaming or tap into that energy. And truth be told, the journey was not easy. The journey has never been easy because waking up early, doing all that for myself was something that I had to really work on. And I can tell you for a matter of fact, I have fallen short. I have failed so many times. I have setbacks. I have trauma that I go through and healing and going through all that. But I continue with my journey all through. Okay? And today I'm going to show you everything that I have been building for the last 7 months. Not the aesthetic ones, the true behind the scenes of everything I have been doing. Not the curated one, everything. And I realized this last year when I turned 13. After going through years and childhood trauma all through my life, I realized I only had two options, guys. Either I start my journey or I just keep on living the life that I have here. And I was like, you know what? No, I am going to become the best version of myself. Started that journey and can tell you, as a matter of fact, it has never been smooth. The times I broke down, the times I failed and failed and failed and failed. Even recently, I actually failed in something, and I'm still here, guys. That is one of my favorite traits, I think, about myself, and I think in business, in anything you're doing, resilience is super key. Because if you are not resilient and persistent, you will go through hard things and you are gonna give up. Truth be told, there are times I feel like giving up, feel like ending my life for some reason. Times that I completely gave up on myself. Times I hit rock bottom. Sometimes that I just didn't know what to do. Times I wanted to run away. All those surges of emotion. And truth be told, even though I am CEO and a brand owner, it doesn't exempt me from feeling those emotions. I'm a teenager too. I get those emotions all the time. And it's how you manage them. Because whenever I got those feelings and all that, I used to pray and I was like, you know what, God see the pain of your child, because I was going through so much and I could not see as if anything was working out for me, and I was completely heartbroken by that. And going through so much trauma and like going through that trauma again and again and again, staying in the same toxic environment all the time, really took it all on me. And truth be told, I'm still managing that day by day. By detachment, you need to learn to detach, let go. Okay, they are not worth your energy. If somebody is consistently being negative towards you, you just need to distance yourself from that person, because they're not for your highest good. Okay, and it's fine to be feeling low. If somebody told you it's wrong, darling, it's fine. It's fine to be low. It's fine to take rest. It's fine to just chill for a whole weekend and do nothing. It's fine. Sometimes you just need a reset. Sometimes you need to rest. It's fine, darling, okay? It is fine to rest. So now that's said and done, I'm going to move on with the video. The days I felt unstoppable. I know you guys have felt that too. When you're starting something new, you feel unstoppable, you feel on top of the world. And other days I felt down. I felt sad. I felt with this work, I still deal with uncertainty till this day. Uncertainty does not end does not end. When people watch creators online, they see the finished product. They don't see the failures. They don't see the setbacks. They don't see the years of hard work. They don't see none of that. Because most creators will give you like the finished product. They won't really tell you from the ground up what they have been doing, what the failures they have gone through, and you won't see that. You'll just see the highlight reel, then Dubai, there wherever, and you don't see the dozens of retakes. You don't see the failures as one of them. Let me tell you for a fact, we go through so many failures than successes. Okay, we go through so many we can't even count. You go through so many failures, but I don't consider my failure as failure. I take it back as a lesson that I had to learn through 7 months of this year, and I'm still learning to continue doing that. You don't see the notebook of ideas. You don't see the videos that barely got views. You don't see the moments where they question whether they were wasting time, whether they would just settle and be like everybody else. You don't see that uncertainty because everything is like curated. And I am going to show you that today because I have like 3 channels that you need to see today to really believe that I go through that as a person, as a teenager, as a brand owner. I really go through that, and there days I feel discouraged because right now my channel has a few subscribers, but strangely, I'm excited now than I have ever than if I had thousands. Actually, every creator said somewhere, you know, and this is my somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. So guys, as you can see, this is my channels that I started. This is from 7 months ago, and you can see how far we've come. And I'm gonna tell you, this I completely started faceless because I didn't really have a device where I could film from. Let me show you this. this is what I do the whole weekend. I would make these, guys. I'd really put in my time and make these. Let me show you my shorts. I also completely started faceless. I used Canva templates. Okay, this is everything. Guys, this is where we are from, and as you can see, guys, this was one of the channels I ever had, and right now it has 8 subscribers and 60 videos. You know, it's beautiful how far we've come. You know, as much as we're not using these anymore, but I would I'll show you guys, because you know, let me show you one. This is my creative work that I have done from time and time again. This, see this, guys. I think this is the most beautiful thing about me is I just kept on going. This is what I usually love to do, guys. These are the times I used to spend like 5 to 6 hours doing my videos. These are the times that I have done content from time and time again, and I felt so happy for myself, you know? You know, guys, it's quite wonderful. Yeah, guys, that is where I am from. From all that, you know, I spent so many hours on a screen just editing that and learning how to edit and finding my way around that. I think my biggest flex is not at all. I think personally, my biggest flex was not how I edited videos. It wasn't my marketing. It wasn't my diplomas and certificates that I have. It wasn't the business. It was the fact that I was so willing to go after my dream, to go on and on after going through so much, and just continue doing it for myself and continue building my channels and doing all that. And that was the single most beautiful thing for myself. And also it was realizing that discipline isn't about motivation at all. I was keeping promises to myself when nobody was clapping. You know, every day I became slightly a different person that I was yesterday, and that's the real win. It's not amount of views I got, it's the determination, it's the persistence, it's the resilience I had towards becoming such a beautiful version of myself. This is only chapter 1, guys. I'm building businesses, I'm growing this channel, I'm working toward studying abroad and creating a life I've dreamt about for years, and I don't know exactly how long it will take, but I know it will. I will keep showing up, and maybe one day we'll look back at this video and laugh, because this is where everything started. This is where you finally took action on your dream. one day we'll be looking back at this video and laughing together because we see how far we've come, and we see that one step is gonna make you successful, fulfilled, and live a purposeful life. And that's everything for me, honestly. And if you're building a dream life too, if you're building your own dream life, I've made something for you guys. It's the exact roadmap and planning system I use behind the scenes every week. Okay, guys? So comment down below, build, and I'll DM it to you. Guys, this is only the start. We're going to be in a superb place by the end of this year, and I hope you'll be on the journey too. One day this channel will have 100k subscribers, and today it almost has none. And if you want to say you were here from the beginning, subscribe and let's build the dream life you've always been dreaming since we were children together.